Madison here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be doing another Q&A and I'm trying to stay up to date with them, and because some of these are again 2 months old and I just keep getting more and more and more, and what I do is I try and on the app that I'm reading the questions of, you get a little, where is it? A little, I can't see because of my ring light, hang on, let me turn it off. You get like a little heart, and I normally like it, I can turn it. I normally put that heart on so then I can keep track, but I've just been stood here for about 10 minutes trying to find it. So some of these I may have repeated before, and halfway through this video you might hear me going, oh, okay. That's because I found it. But yeah, I'm just trying to scroll up to see if I can find it. But let's just start here. So again, this was 2 months ago, so let's begin. What would I do with $1 million dollars? So we over in the UK we use pounds. So what would I do with £1 million? I would travel everywhere I can. What was the last dream I had? Apparently it was COVID related. I have no idea what that was. When is someone grown up in your opinion? When they learn to, be an adult and resolve things. What's my opinion on dating apps? I don't personally use them, but some people can use them and have long-lasting relationships. It's a bit like Love Island, right? Molly, me and Tommy have gone in long-lasting relationship. It's a bit like that, but in real life. What's my favourite date? I've never been on one. I've got plenty more questions about dates and all this. I've never been on a date. What is it your dream to make your hobby your career? Sort of, but the way my YouTube channel's going now, it's going awfully slow and I don't think I'll be able to get there. And my ring light's flickering. Let's turn it off. No, let's keep going. Do you prefer straight or curly hair? I prefer straight because I curled my hair once and oh my god, don't know if you can see it, but I have like a scar there. You can see part of it there. I burnt my face. That's always good. What's your opinion of people putting their pronouns in their bios? Again, it's up to them. I don't feel like, say if you're, I don't know, cisgender. So cisgender is if you're like myself. I'm born a female and I would like to stay as a female. If you're born a male, you would want to stay male, sorry. I don't think if you're cisgender you don't need it, but therefore if you're like non-binary or transgender, then yeah, but again it's up to you. And if I'm talking to you and you say, oh yeah, my name is Gemma or something, I would refer to you as Gemma. unless you say, oh yeah, I don't want anyone else knowing my name or anything, I'll be like, oh yeah, what's your preferred pronouns or something, so I can refer to you in the correct context. What colours did I wear today? That was 2 months ago, and apparently I wore blue and white. Why was I ill recently? No, and I haven't been. No. Do you sometimes think about getting old and are scared? Yeah, it's very scary. Like I'm turning 20 in like just over 3 months, and that's scary. Is there something you are currently looking forward to? The end of lockdown, to be honest with you. Cutting your own hair. Would you do it? I've done it. I wouldn't recommend it. I cut that part. I wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't look good. Unless like you're a professional hairdresser. Thoughts on Friends with Benefits. Back 2 months ago, I said not my thing. It still isn't my thing. What's your opinion on judging other people? You don't know their backstory. You don't know what's going to be the last straw for somebody. Like, if it could just be me going, oh, her hair looked rubbish today, or his hair looked rubbish today, and that could be the last straw for them. It could be something as simple as that. What takes most of your time? Recording and editing my videos. When should I start trusting people? It comes and goes. Trust does. I don't know who to trust and who not to trust. What would you say about staying in touch with your ex? I stay in touch with 2 of my exes. Like one forgot we even dated, and the other one, we messaged each other and we were like, just let's clear the air, not hold grudges, talk it out, and then yeah, we still like talk every now and then. But yeah, when I was younger, did I spend hours playing Nintendo DS? Well, yes, I have a Nintendo DSi and I still play it. I only still play it because we're in lockdown and there's nothing else to do. What type of person are you into? I just put a person with the thumbs up emoji. If I could describe my love life in one word, what would it be? I put the S swear word. Basically, it's rubbish. I get with toxic people after toxic people like every single time. Any weekend plans? 2 months ago, no, still don't. When was the last time I cried in front of someone? Apparently it was Friday. 2 months ago. Did I go shopping lately? What did I buy? I haven't gone shopping recently because we get our food shopping delivered to us, and so I tend to try my best not to go out and not to go shopping because we are in a lockdown. If I go shopping for anything else, it would be very unnecessary of me to do so. Would I say that I am a reliable person? Yes. How do I save loved ones in my phone? By their name. Otherwise, like, it's sort of like this. It's sort of like OCD in a way. I can't. Their names. So obviously, like with my mum and dad, they're saved as mum or dad, and my friends, they're just saved by their first name and their surname. It aggravates me when there's people saved in my phone as my love, my baby, and all this. I just can't do it. Do you know of any gossip about you that there has been lately? No, because again, we're in a lockdown. There's nothing interesting that's happened. I haven't put up a random photo of me naked, so no gossip. When was the last time I was jealous? This was 2 months ago, but I would say around the start of February time. But yeah, that I'm not going into detail about that. What is most important to you when you have a partner? Communication, trust, love, and honesty. As I feel like without these things, it wouldn't work in the long run, anyway. How do you feel about WhatsApp stories? I never knew you could have a story on WhatsApp, to be honest. On their first date, should a man pay? No. Relationships and dates and seeing each other work both ways. They make the effort, you make the effort. And they work. Like, for instance, I would go to the cinema with my friends, and for example, my friend and I, she takes me to the cinema. Like, say for example there's a new movie coming out, we'll go and see that. Not as in like date wise, but just as in like on friend terms, just something to do. And so she would buy the ticket, I would buy the snacks. Sort of that thing. Like it works both ways for it to work. For like friendships or relationships to work. Have you ever cried because of love? Yeah. That ties in with my jealousy thing. If you think you're shy, why? I don't actually know if I'm shy, but I don't know if I'm shy with other people, but I know that I'm shy when I was about 10 years old, I think. My dad's side of the family came round, and for a good 15 minutes I stayed up in my room because I was too scared and too shy to go downstairs. And then my dad came and got me. He was like, Madison, just come downstairs with me and all that. And I was like, they were just my cousins. It was my cousins, it was my aunt, it was my uncle. And I was too scared to go down. Imagine being scared of your own family. I can understand if people have a backstory, but imagine me being scared of my own family. I hadn't seen them in like 2 years, so that's probably why. Are you a fan of surprises? Why or why not? I am a fan of surprises, but I'm not at the same time. Because if someone's like, oh yeah, we've got a surprise plan for you, I'm going to be like, oh, what is it? Can you tell me more detail? And they'll be like, no, we can't, and all this, and it will end in a big fight, and that's not what I want to happen. But I am a fan if people have planned it and not said anything. They haven't been like, oh, we've got a surprise plan for you. Oh, this, that, the other. Maybe if they give, like, not hints, but they done it secretively. Is that how we say it? Oh well, we move. Which games do you have on your phone? I would make a completely different video about that. I have so many. Is it weird if women get men roses? As in like the flowers? No. The chocolate? No. Because if you give him the chocolate, just nick them. Have a nice day. Can you recommend me 2 of your favourite places in your city? I used to live in a city, as people know. But I don't live in a city now. The 2 places I can recommend in my county, if you will, because it's like Wiltshire. We have a Longleat by us. Right, I'm so confused with the Longleat by us. I think Longleat and Center Parcs are combined into one. So I can definitely recommend that. What else? I don't even know what's in Wiltshire. Oh yeah, we have a restaurant by us, but you have to DM me privately for that. Like, if you're planning to go to that restaurant or Longleat/Center Parcs, DM me and I'll actually send you the location. I won't actually meet up with you because Obviously, I don't know who you are. You kind of have to prove yourself to me. And yeah. But in my town, we have this town park is the only favourite place of mine because that stores the most memories that I had when I was about 14 years old. Do you not care about stuff often? Depends. I'm always the person that's like, I have so many people chatting to me, being like, oh yeah, this and this has happened. I'm with this person. And I'm like, oh, congratulations, I don't really care, to be honest. But there are a few people which I would say, oh yeah, congratulations and all that, and would talk about it for hours. But like, those are the people that are like really close to me. I won't mention their names, just for like their privacy and all that. But there are a few people, like, I would say, so my friend messaged me recently, and this person knows who they are anyway, and they were like, oh yeah, I just got myself a new partner, and I congratulated them. I was like, oh, congratulations, and we had a full-on conversation about it. So it depends how close you are to me, really. This was a month ago now. Got any plans? Already got plans for tomorrow? No. Well, tomorrow I'm seeing my dad. Before people start coming at me, he is in my support bubble. I see my dad on Fridays, and he is in my bubble. Before people start having a flipping go at me. Because I will just, use the simple block button. Can you understand people who turn their backs on friends? Sort of. It's all a bit of like different stories as well. Like, if you turn your back on friends because you have a new group of friends, then that's something I absolutely hate and I don't understand. But if you turn your back on friends because your friend has done something to hurt you, then I can understand why. Best app to find friends, Roblox. And I still use it. It's not a bad thing. If you say it's a bad thing, remove yourself. Unsubscribe, unfollow, and all that. Or come to terms with the fact that I have a different opinion than you. Do you have a favourite Netflix show? Yeah, Tiny Pretty Things and 13 Reasons Why. Again, some people might not even agree with me about the 13 Reasons Why. But I think with 13 Reasons Why, it's a perfect series for this generation. And I'm starting to watch Friends. I've never seen Friends. I obviously seen snippets of it, but yeah, I would recommend Friends as well. Do you text good? Sometimes, if I can be bothered. What do you use social media mostly for? Probably like influencing. That's what I want to do with like my social media platforms. Opinions on plastic surgery. I personally wouldn't get it, but if I'm not stopping anyone from getting it, I just think it's a lot of money just to shapeshift your face or body or whatever. Like, yeah, it's not my thing. Have I changed for somebody else? And why? My response was, have I changed for someone else, or am I just my actual self? Any tips for people with stage fright? Pretend the audience isn't there. Pretend like it's another rehearsal. I used to have this, but once you're on stage performing, it will get easier. Like, I could remember, I always had this back in college. So, when we performed Jack and the Beanstalk, I could remember, I stood in the wings with my friend, friend at the time, and I was like, I can't do it. And when I'm nervous, I need a wee when I'm nervous. So I just stood there and said, I really need a wee. And then when I got on stage, everything was fine. I think once you get on stage, everything's fine. Like, the one thing is, say like if you're in a show and you know your parents are watching, that's all you need to know. Just know your parents are watching. Don't try and look for them, because if once you found them, you won't look up and you won't project your voice. So don't look for like friends or family if they're watching. Is there anything I would change if I could turn back time? Yeah, quite a lot, and they won't fit into this video. How did your first heartbreak go? Any advice? Basically, I was outside college and then, boom. I broke up with my boyfriend, and yeah, it did hurt, but I had people round there like supporting me, being like, oh my god, it's gonna be fine, and they were supporting me, checking up on me. So it's just finding the right friends to sit there and support you. How would you describe myself as polite? Yes, I can be. Well, I say can be. 97% of the time I'm polite. The other 3% I just, it's just half-asked, half-heartedly response is. What do you think about people who don't think Corona exists? Joke's on them when we're in another lockdown. You can timestamp this video and send it to people. Joke's on them when we're in another lockdown and they have no one but themselves to blame. Joke's on them when the people that they love around them are the ones in hospital suffering due to Corona because of their stupid little silly actions. Because at the same time, like, I'm close to losing both my jobs because I can't work due to the virus. I shouldn't have to worry about not being able to work due to the virus. So if you want to be essentially prats about this, be my guest, but we're all going to blame you when we're in another lockdown and we're in the same position that we are now. Like, they're also the types of people that play the victim as well. And they're like, oh, stay inside, when they're the ones going out. See, I can understand if people social distance, wear the masks, and actually social distance. But I can't understand people who purposely take their masks off and, hug people and stand right next to people. There is a global pandemic going on, and if you carry on, we are going to end up in another lockdown, and it won't be our faults when we are the ones staying inside. I've just scrolled up to the top. Oh well, I'll try and find it. Like, at the end of the day, we're not the people going out and breaking the lockdown rules. Again, like I mentioned, if you're meeting up with someone and you're social distancing and all this, yeah. Let me just try and find where I was. And the people who don't think COVID exists also are the ones who have the audacity to tell people like to social distance and all that, when they're the ones not even wearing masks, fighting with people, probably not even getting the vaccine. I mean, the vaccine is our choice, but don't brag if you don't have the vaccine, because I've had a vaccine and I don't want to know if you're getting the vaccine or not. I still haven't found this yet. Where is it? Aha, found it. If someone scrolls through your pics, is it okay? Depends. If it's on my phone, through my gallery, then no. Because, like, I don't have anything to hide. It's the fact that there's people out there that will misinterpret literally everything. So, like, I have a few photos on my phone, me with some of my friends who are of the male gender, opposite gender to me, and they will misinterpret everything. But if it's on my Instagram, it's fine. Have you been really disappointed by someone? Yes, majorly. And I still am to this day. Describe your perfect best friends. Comes to festivals with me, comes on holidays and does activities like pub golf with me. I've always wanted to do a pub golf with me. With me? Yeah, I would hope I would do it with myself. I always wanted to do a pub golf. That's a whole, like, just go and watch the Sidemen pub golf if you don't know what a pub golf is. Or I can just do another YouTube video explaining it. Are you a spontaneous or planning person? Sort of both, really. Are you all about spending a ton of cash on gifts? Sometimes, depends on who the person is, depends what it is, what occasion it is, and all that. Have you ever lied that you were sick? No, I haven't. I'll give you just a backline. I called into work twice being sick, and I've worked there for 4 years this August. I never like taking days off sick. What's the biggest mistake I have done? Date my exes. What's your favourite day of the week? Friday. Because, so I share a room with my sister, and she still goes to school, and I have her alarm at 6:15 every goddamn morning, and once I'm awake, I'm awake. And it's nice because on that Saturday and Sunday I get a flipping lay-in. Well, in this lockdown, yeah, anyway. Why have you lied about your relationship status, if you have? I have lied because I don't want people coming at me being like, oh yeah, not all men, but it's enough men. I had to lie about my relationship status and say, yes, I'm seeing my boyfriend at the moment, just to get them to leave me alone. It's not the right thing for me to do yet, okay, but I shouldn't have to use that as an excuse not to talk to people. Like, I understand that it's not all men, but the thing is, not all bees sting, but you're still cautious about them. But that's in the only context I had to use, really. What's something you don't like sharing? My food. Especially with people that go, oh yeah, I'm not hungry, and then you order something and then they steal your food. All the time. I'm like, get your filthy hands off my food. And also my opinion. You can't share your opinion in this world because you constantly get shut down and the feeling that it's never going to be good enough. Any advice on how to tell someone you like them? Basically saying you like them and it's fine if they don't like you back. Basically say it's something you've got to get off your chest. I might try and do a relationship advice video. What is the most useless app I have on my phone? Skype. I still have it. I'm logged in and everything, so yeah, it's just sitting there. I used to use it like a few years ago to Skype my friends, but we don't really do that anymore. Skype has just fallen off the radar. I don't know what's happening. How could someone earn my respect if they respect me and respect the fact that I want personal space? Hey, what is the most valuable thing I have in my possession? Perhaps my phones. Like, I'm recording it on one of my phones. I've got one of my phones here. And my teddy. My grandma gave that to me when I was born. My grandma's unfortunately passed this year. No, in 2017. So it's 4 years this year. Are you into full beards? Again, my opinion, not really. But I couldn't care less. What do you love? Not myself. What's your favourite thing to do? Sort everything out, dance and go to the gym. Are beautiful hands something you're attracted to? I would have worded it as nicely kept or well kept, but I know what this means. Sometimes yes. Like, say for example, if, you know, they got a condition which changes like their hands or something, then they can't really help that. If they have to, get their hands dirty for work, I'm not really fussed. But as long as they're able to, nicely keep their hands and will present like the rest of themselves, that's absolutely fine. Any advice on meeting someone if you are single? Basically, it all comes and goes. Like, with jobs, like, I'm really scared to meet someone that I don't know. But, like, I'm a waitress, I'll use that one. With a waitress, like, I see, so I'm straight and I'm interested in, like, men. And, if I see someone who's cute and all that, I would then, say to myself, oh, he's cute. But I wouldn't have the courage to go up and say, oh yeah, I think you're cute. Let me get your number so we can have a coffee. I wouldn't do that. But, yeah, just do what you think is best for you. If a dating app's best for you, then go use it. No, I'm definitely not going to stop you. Do you have a bucket list? What's on it? Yeah, I am making a separate video for my bucket list. What pets did I have whilst I was growing up? I had a pet hamster and a pet fish. They passed, and now I have a pet dog. What is the most interesting documentary I've watched? The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. I haven't fully watched it, but I'm getting there. What's your opinion on women showing their cleavage? I don't care, to be honest. Like, I don't do it personally, but that's my preference. Everyone has their preference. When do you think people should move out from their parents? Whenever they want. How do you really feel? Like rubbish. Your opinion on bullying? Really don't like it, because also, there's going to be one day, like, I used to get bullied because of my weight and how I looked and all this. The tables are going to be turned, and say, like, I'm the most successful person in the world, and I've changed myself to sort of my standards, if you will, like, and how I see myself. And look who's won. What's the best way to start a day? Cup of tea. Is your partner having a car important to you? No, because if my partner doesn't have a car, then it doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. What is the best part of waking up? You wake up just to fall asleep again. Knowing I'll be in bed again tonight is the best part. And that's where I'm going to end this video. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I shall catch you later. Bye!